What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, you guys have been asking for a while now. Payne, can you make a brand new artifact updated tier list for every hunter in the game? So we are going to attempt that. Now I want to make this absolutely clear. I've done some, keyword is some, testing. Some of this is going to be theory crafting, so please don't take this to the bank as legitimate at 100%. Take this, I'd say, about 90% to about 95%. Okay, I'm pretty confident with my theory crafting here, but I have done actual done some testing as well too, which is important. So I actually have numbers that I can base this off of. So we're gonna start off what we normally do, and that is gonna be our boy Jinwoo, the main hero of the game. So we're gonna do the same thing before. Best sets, situational sets. These are going to be strictly talking about, like, if you don't see this, let's put it this way: if you don't see the artifact on the list, don't use it. Go with that, okay? So best artifact list. Now that we have brand new level 75, level 70 gear at epics and legendaries, we can now make this even more accurate than before. So first off, let's talk about the best set. So obviously, best set is going to be curse set for him. It's going to be the expert set for rings. It's going to be the toughness, armed. Where's the arm set? Where's my? Do I not have armed on? Oh my god, I don't have armed on here. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Let me add that onto this crazy list of ours. Here it is. Why the hell is that not added there? Okay, arm set. Let me go back here. Arm set. There we go. And then we have ourselves a couple other ones you can use here. Now, one hit kill is really good. I could technically put it as situational, but I'm not going to. We'll leave it on here. These are technically still his best sets. Now remember, you don't have to go 4-piece set here. Like, you can go 2, 2, and 4, 2, 2, and 4, 2, 2, and 4, right? Just keep that in mind when you're doing this, all right? That's the most important thing to remember. Also, the very set here is still really good because you can use this now in BOT, so it's still very powerful for that. The newer rings, listen, one's MP based, one is going to be based off of elemental weakness. They're situational. I don't think these are going to be. I wouldn't even put this on there, to be honest with you. Now the Warmonger set with the brand new set here is also going to be situational, or it could be one of his best sets. I have yet to really see solid indication of what's better. Now the reason why it's a good set, if you look at the actual game, right? If we look at the Warmonger set, let's go back for a sec here and look at the actual Encore missions. The Warmonger set increases defense and attack at the same time. So really, this is a solution to more of a defensive units than it is offensive units, because offensive units have better options in the first place. But you guys can see here, the 4-piece set, when the user attacks, hit their attack and defense increase by 3% for 6 seconds, up to 8 times. It is a very small cooldown. It is actually really nice to use as well. That 3% can stack up to 8 times, so giving you quite a bit of attack and defense. And some of Jinwoo's skills actually do scale off of both. So if we look, for example, at some of Jinwoo's skills here, for example, let's take a look at this light one, right? This light one here actually is based off of his attack and his defense. So things like this can be powered up quite a bit. So you can technically use it as situational, but you could also use it as some of his best sets. So for now, I'm going to leave it as situational because I don't have enough data, but it can definitely be used as best set. Okay, we're going to put this here as well too, as situational. Great set, quite honestly, you could use it. I'll put it as situational if you don't have a breaker. I don't think you'd ever want to be honest, but it's there. Again, Destroyer set is another option. You could be a situational, but we're not going to leave that there. This is just also situational. I have no idea why you would use this. Actually, no, I do have an idea. If it's a shorter fight, you use this over Expert. Skeleton. To be honest, Skeleton can actually be one of his best ones. Same with Executioner. So Berserker and Executioner both can be used fairly well here. But that pretty much sums up what I would consider his best ones. All right, so there you guys go. Now, with that being said, I do have to unfortunately go back. I'm going to leave these here, and I'm going to go one unit at a time. Okay, so Merei next. So definitely all across the board, the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. The only one that could, and it leaves a little bit of a gap here, could be good for her, that is not on this list, I'm going to put this up here as well too, is going to be this one over here, which is the brand new ring, or this brand new set. I forgot the name. I think it's called like Outstanding Ability, if I recall. Outstanding Ability, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Let me just go back. And sorry guys, I'm still trying to remember all the new names. I'm pretty sure though it is Outstanding Ability, and what it does is it gives more damage based off the MP it is. There is Outstanding Ability. When the user has 70% or more of their MP, their damage dealt increases by 10%. So this is an instant 10% increase right away from the get-go. And then this over here, the 4 effect, is the damage dealt increases to 25%, and the effect now triggers when the user is at 40% or more of their maximum MP. So like, it's good up to 40%, right? So this is, I think, can be really, really powerful for her and could instantly boost your damage quite a bit, especially if you mix it with the curse set. So it's definitely worthwhile testing more on. I've got some numbers on it and it looked good, but once you start losing MP, it kind of loses all this full capability. So I do want to put it there for now, and we'll leave it there for now, but I don't think it's 100% going to be solidified just yet until I get more information on it. Okay, so that pretty much gives her everything she needs there. Those are the best sets. This one here I'm going to put down here situational. It definitely isn't one of her best sets, but it's worth it. Viri also, honestly, it's going to be situational. I think Concentration of Firepower is great for Battlefield of Time, but outside of that, for her, I think it just eats up MP too much. So I think these are going to be the best sets for her to use from the get-go. Okay, so there's Mirei's. So we're going to finish that up. Let's go over to Yoo Soohyun. I think it's pretty much the same for her as well. This here doesn't need to be there. I don't even think it really matters. Yeah, I mean, you technically could put it situationally here, but I wouldn't do it now. Another one you could definitely add for her if you want to make her more of a DPS support is this situational ring right here, which is Sylph's ability. And what that does, it actually increases the... I'm going to show you guys this because a lot of people aren't used to these artifacts, so at least I can show you guys what it does. It's called the Peridot set or Sylph's Blessing. And essentially what it does is whenever she uses her QTE or support skill or ultimate skill, and you can do this fairly often with her, it increases the user and their team's elemental damage weakness by 5%. Now the reason why this is so good for her is because situationally, technically, she does fire damage no matter what because she has that one ability. Plus, she does lower fire elemental weakness. So adding this to the mix gives even more elemental weakness damage to your team with Choi and Emma, right? So again, don't have solidified numbers for her yet for that one, but can definitely be used. All right, let's go on to Meilin. So now we're going to start changing things up a little bit, obviously. So let's take away some of these here. Let me reduce all these guys because I can't do reset because again, it's not my tier list. I just piggyback off this one and add my own things to it. It'll just remove everything, unfortunately. So Meilin, you know, I should have probably just done the DPS first, but we'll do hers first and we'll just focus on DPS and we'll go backwards afterwards. So Meilin here is pretty straightforward, right? Meilin's main thing is going to be this Destroyer set. Where is it? There it is right there. What else for her? This new one isn't bad. So definitely it's called the Angel in White. So I believe this one here increases healing received and also boosts the, I think, highest attack level in the team's power. So let me just double check that one. Again, getting used to the set's names and stuff is a whole different story. Here you go. Increases users healing given. Increases damage of the team member with the highest power by 8%. So there you guys go. So rather than giving attack, it gives damage, which is actually a much better stat overall. So overall, that's going to be a good set for her. Holy set's also going to be up there. And then, of course, the Blessing set, wherever you are. There it is right there. Okay, so these are going to be the best sets for her. And then in terms of accessories, honestly, really straightforward. 8-piece. 4-piece. I think the new Peridot one was actually going to be really good for her as well too. Viri can work for her, and then this one, the MP one, honestly, she's always a max MP, so it's only going to give her 10% anyways. But that's, I mean, that could technically work if you're going to build her a little bit of a hybrid damage user, right? And that pretty much is it. Situationally, you could use this as well too if you want to max out the amount of times she does her ultimate to get the buff, but that's pretty much going to be it for her. Now let's just, before we go any further, let's just go through all the support units and get them out of the way, okay guys? So that way I'm not worrying about taking all these off. So Min is going to work the exact same way, literally the exact same way. One hit kill, I don't even think it's situational. I won't even put it on there, but it is, we'll leave it on there for now. But this is pretty much Min setup as well too. Lee Bora is a little bit of a support, I guess, but we'll go to the real supports first. Let's go to Joohee. Same scenario. Really, this is all that's going to matter for her. So Joohee's going to be the same. Park is also support. So let's just throw her in there, but I'm going to throw a couple of other ones in there for her. If you plan to spec her off attack, because she does spec off of attack, you could use that. She could also use, realistically, she could use this as well too. She's very, very versatile, right? Which gives her a lot of different options. And again, you can build her pretty much any which way you see here that deems fit. You can put Viri here. You can put these here situational as well too. So that's going to be Park. And the same thing kind of goes for Lee Bora. Lee Bora kind of finds in the same boat here, right? I would take Blessing out and make it situational for her, but everything else here, except for this, sorry. This is useless for her and useless for Park. That should not be on Park, by the way. So we'll remove that from Park. That doesn't apply there. But everything else here pretty much can be used for Yeah, for Lee Bora, I'd probably actually swap a few things out here. Hold on. I'll probably do it like this. Let me just see if there. Oh, toughness. Here we go. I was gonna look for the toughness set, and of course, curse set. Where's the curse set? There we go. Lee Bora is a little different, right? So you have a lot of different options for her. This can actually go. Sorry, that can go as well. That should not actually be for Park either. So remove that for Park. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, this is probably the best sets for her. She's got a lot of different options, by the way, guys. So you could definitely do that. And again, depending on how you want to break her down, you could also use her as a support unit, right? And I think that pretty much covers support units across the board. Yeah, it does. Okay, let's go on to breakers. I think we did. Do we do Chai yet, guys? Or you know, we'll finish up DPS. Let's do DPS. So this is pretty good. Destroyer set situational. One hit kill definitely can be used. Blessing I wouldn't. This I wouldn't either. Destroyer set, not on her. It just doesn't make sense to have it on her. So this is pretty much the best setup here for her. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, so, and again, this elemental one I'm going to take away for now. It doesn't really matter. The situational for that. Actually, no, for Cha, this is bad because she just loses MP way too quick with all of her moves. So I think this is pretty good. This is going to be situational again because I have to test things out. SM Beck, same scenario for SM Beck here. It's going to be the same getup here. Now, the only one that you could consider here for him as a non-situational will be this one. I put this in here and there. Just trying to see. Yeah, ideally you want to go Skeleton for him. Skeleton's the best one for him. Okay, so there you go. That's SM Beck. Lee Bora we did, Min we did. Okay, so let's just go with the other breakers. So here we're going to go Choi. Choi, obviously we know that toughness is pointless for him. This is honestly pointless for him. The attack one can be used because he does use attack as his primary stat. Defense is, I mean, it'll help him survive a bit more, but it's not a big deal. Expert is useless for him, obviously, because again, of what he does. This is useless for him as well. Skeleton's great. Viri's great. This is great. This is actually fantastic for him. Trying to think if the new ones would work. MP-wise, technically, yes. Damage-wise, he could use that as well too. And again, if you want to build him a little bit more support, you can toss this in there just for the sake of having a support unit if Choi isn't going to be your main DPS, but that's there. I think honestly this will be it. Technically Destroyer set would be fine if you want to use that, but I would use one hit kill before that any day. So the Choi's built a little different because he can't crit, right? So let's just consider that as well too. Dongsoo, for sure the new one is the best set for him right there. One hit, this can be used. This is technically can be used situationally, technically, because because of the defense penetration. So we'll leave that in there. The attack bonus is useless, right? Toughness can be used as well too. This MP one can be used. All of these are fine here. I think the only one you may want to throw in the mix. Actually, you know what? No, this is fine. That's fine right there. So that's Dongsoo. Lim's technically a breaker, Sa's a breaker, so we'll do those and Emma and all those guys later. Jin Chul's a breaker. Let's talk about Anna Ruiz. Anna Ruiz here can definitely benefit from every single one of these pieces. I will put this one on top. The MP's fine. This could also benefit her quite a bit. These are situational, realistically, at the end of the day. This is fine as well, too, for her, and this is fine as well. So, realistically, she's got a lot more options. Again, situational right there, situational right there. She's a breaker slash support slash DPS. So, she's got a lot to bring, but these are fine for her. Yeah, I would stick with those. Han Sung-yi, I would honestly, for this one, I'm just seeing if there's anything here that doesn't make sense. Now, I think this is pretty much the same, so nothing changes for that. Joe, same scenario. Nothing changes for that. So Joe we can keep there. Kang. Yeah, Kang is the same. Kang is the same there. Just trying to see if there's any other DPS. Song, exactly the same. So all these DPS units pretty much can benefit off of this. And we've done support. So now we're moving on to breakers, guys. Okay, so let's do breakers. So breakers are going to work a little different. So we'll start off with the first breaker on this list, which is going to be Beck. Okay, so breakers are going to obviously want the greed set, right? This is optional. You can go 2-piece if you need to, if you don't have the 4-piece to give a little more DPS. But at the end of the day, they really aren't going to benefit from curse as much as you want them to. Now, because some of these guys are going to be defense spec, this works really well. So for example, Baek is defense spec, so this actual new Warmonger outfit's going to work really well. Even though the attack is useless, there is defense as well too, so you can definitely benefit from that defense. One hit kill is fine. This again situational because of the defense penetration of 15%. This is again, I would put situational. Technically can use it. The MP one, again, situational. If you want to make him be a support to give you more light damage, again, situational. This is fine. This is useless. This is useless. I should put these away right now. There we go. And in terms of, I'm just trying to think for him. In terms of other options, there you go. Another break set right there. You can technically use this. It's not a bad option for his, because his core damage is quite a bit. I think that pretty much sums up everything for them. I almost want to do this. Oopsie, sorry. Throw that in there as well too, in case you want to make him support. Overall though, I would say this is how it's going to look right there. Okay, now this is going to apply pretty much for most breakers, right? So most breakers are going to work the same way. Right there. You could technically, for anyone HP breaker set though, you could also give them the holy set, right? Which will increase the amount of attack power they give somebody. So that's not a bad one to have for them as well. But pretty much this is going to be useless actually for them. So useless for her because she's HP based, right? Technically situational there. Yeah, this looks much better, I think now. Kind of like that. There you go. And remember, she does also provide a shield to herself. So if you want more damage for her, you can use that as well too, right? So there you guys go. One hit kill works really well for her as well because she does, whenever you break, get her ultimate back up instantly at a certain A5. I think it's A5 that she does that, or maybe less. But she has that ability to do that, right? So there's another breaker out of the way. Lim is the only one that's going to be a little bit different because you can technically build him DPS or breaker, and then you can also toss in all these extra bonuses in here to make him super, super good. So Lim is very, very versatile, right? Which gives him a lot of really good options as a DPS or as a breaker. So it's up to you how you want to build him, but he does definitely work really well here with a lot of these. So let's take this one. I should put this will be situational for him. And technically you can even throw this in there. So there you guys go. Like Lim is very, very versatile for a breaker, right? So there's Lim right there. That's done. Now if you look at Seo is going to be pretty much this. You can put this as situational if you want. You can put that as situational. This is also situational for BOT. Technically, you can, toughness is fine. Breakers, if you want to make her as a breaker, these two are the best ones, obviously. So you want to probably go like that. One hit kill situational. This one here is useless for her because she's not defense back. All of these are fine. This one is more situational only because she has a shield that stays on her pretty much at all times. But these ones here, let's take this away, take that away. I feel like this is pretty good for her. Oh, here we go. Again, probably never want to use it. Very situational if you have to, like WOBL to give Jinwoo some more power. But that's really about it. Outside of that, that pretty much settles her. So we did her, Emma. Now if we go back to Jin Chul, actually did we do Emma? We did do Emma, yes. If we go back to Jin Chul now, so Jin Chul is going to be a little bit different here as well. I'm going to take this away from here. This is fine. The one thing you want to really focus on him for these ones is the fact that this will work better for him. This will work fantastic for him. He does provide a shield now, so that will work really well for him. There you go. Because now that he gives a shield to the whole team, that works really well. The rest of this, useless for him. Yeah, the rest of this looks pretty solid. Oh, the Warmonger. Here we go. I was looking for it. There it is. That's the new set, right? Again, defense spec. So keep that in mind when you're doing this, right? So there you guys go. Defense abilities up there. Let's just see if I have another defense breaker here that I can toss in. I think he's also defense. So this will apply to Kim as well. I believe this Kim is... Let me just go back. Is this Kim HP? Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've had to look at their stats. This Kim, I believe, is HP based. Or is he defense based? No, he's defense based as well. And then this Kim was defense based. Okay, perfect. So both Kims are defense based. So this will apply the same thing for him. There you guys go. This will actually apply here as well too. He's defense spec, but you take away all the breaker stuff. So remove all the breaker stuff out of the way, and you're pretty much getting yourself that setup for him. The other Park, right? There you guys go. That's the setup for Park. And then if we look at Jin-Ho and the rest of these breakers, I believe Hwang Dongsuk is also... Where is he? Dongsuk, sorry, I say Hwang Dongsuk all the time. Dongsuk, it's Hwang Dongsuk, is also HP based, right? So if we go, where is he? He was just right here. There he is. Okay, so this is gone now. Greed set's back in. This is gone now. And now you have the HP options. You have solid analysis. And pretty much this works across the board. Yeah, this is fine. One hit. Technically, you can use one hit kill for him because of his ult. So there you guys go. That's that. This will also apply for Jin-Ho. And I think that pretty much covers every unit in the game, guys. I think we've covered all the breakers as well. There you guys go. So that is the full artifact set. Remember, the data on some of these are there for some units, but I haven't tested on all units because, let's be real, I'm not going to swap these guys out for these new artifacts for these SR units that I barely ever use. I'm just going to give you theory crafting because if they work on the SSR version, they're most likely going to work here as well too. All right, I think that pretty much covers everybody, guys. I don't think I've missed anyone. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.